Hello everybody and greetings from the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It is that time of the year again. Greetings from America's largest RV show. And today we begin the quest for trailer number 5. Whether we find it or not, I mean, we still have Pelicruiser out west, but we'll see. Let's see what's out there at the Hershey RV Show.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
But yeah, it is obviously a different day here, and this is the premise. This is what we want, this is what we're looking for. And first, 25 feet long, or around there, you know, it could be 25 and change, 24 and change. And this is the premise. Most like state parks and RV parks in national parks, that's kind of like the limit, right? If you are over 25, it starts becoming harder to find campsites. And to be honest, I don't want to have to tow anything longer than that. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, several ritzy RV parks like in the Florida Keys and Phoenix, for example, if you're under 25, they don't let you in. They want something longer than 25. That's one premise. We want dual axles just for peace of mind. Hey, thank you. We want peace of mind, you know, easier to tow with dual axles. Then, and this is kind of not negotiable at this point, I do not want a slide. And I know this is a controversial subject. A lot of you want slides in your RVs for the extra room. I don't really need the extra room. I'm used to the tight quarters, and I want the RV to be exactly the same all the time, always in Cracker Barrel mode. And what was the other premise? Well, decent construction, large holding tanks, and that kind of thing. And we'll see what we can find here. We're gonna start with some of the ones that we think we like, but it's unlikely we're gonna get. And then maybe towards the end, I'll show you the one for now. Well, we're gonna start with Airstream here, and this is the Tradewind, which is the one that comes with the lift kit and lithium batteries and all that good stuff. So, and it comes with the optional hatch in the back. And as you probably know, I am not an Airstream expert here, but this could be certainly an option. We have nice windows here, but the only thing that I don't like about this floor plan is very few windows on the actual campsite. This is the 25 FB, and there's an FBQ that has a queen bed here in the front that goes east-west. So here on the left, we have a shower, if I know how to open it. There's a shower, it's totally adequate. And let's turn the camera around here. As you know, I'm 5'10", and yeah, absolutely. If you're a little over 6 feet tall, it could be a challenge. And here's the head. Here we have, of course, that's the sound of a porcelain toilet there, and yeah. Over here we have a wardrobe closet, and over here on this side we have a pantry that I think is broken. Here we go. I learned how to do it. A little more space up here. Your hood, your 3-burner range, your convection microwave. I don't know if this one is, I don't think this one is air fryer, but it is convection microwave. And yeah, this is the Tradewind. I mean, I'm not too crazy about the trim and the colors up here, but again, you have storage up there, storage up here, plenty of drawers. Yeah, I mean, this one will set you back MSRP $145. All right, I like it, and I like the fact that they're still using physical switches for everything. And this one is the one that comes with the lithium battery package and all that good stuff, and the off-road tires. Airstreams usually have, yeah, this is that hatch that it almost feels like one of those van life pictures, you know, if you're right next to the beach or a nice scenery. And I believe, yeah, I don't know exactly how this works. Yeah, Airstreams, they have this small storage here on the bumper in the rear. And that's the one thing with Airstreams, they don't have a whole lot of storage. Let me show you another one that is very nice. It's just a couple of feet too long for what I want. And that is this one. This is the Globetrotter. This is a beautiful trim here. I just want to show you. I love this these cabinet doors here. And this one also comes with the option for lithium. This one is just 2 feet longer. This is a 27. Actually, and there's a 27 with a queen bed. This one is 152. And it just have a little more counter space here, and you get this storages, could be used for trash too. Larger wardrobe closet, larger pantry. I mean, maybe I'm doing, oh, you have to hold the thing. Yeah. That's a lot of pantry space here. And this one comes with the twin beds, but there's a queen bed option too, which is a north-south walk-around bed. You have these two huge windows here, but again, very few windows on the actual campsite, which I don't know if I like. Just for reference, this is a different trim. This is the Flying Cloud, and this Flying Cloud comes also with the hatch option back here. But this one does have the true north-south queen bed, walk-around. Yeah, this is beautiful. Again, Flying Cloud, with which is like slightly lower trim for Airstream. And that's it. What do you guys think? I mean, Airstream is just a thought. There are many options that we're looking at, and we're gonna look at them all over the next few days here at the Hershey RV Show. Right. This one is also on the short list here. Let's take a look inside. Well, this is the inTech Octa Willow, which is 26 feet in length, a little bit longer and perhaps heavier than we can do. But anyway, what sells you about this rig is this huge window here in the front, a lot of sitting area, and versatile with this kind of U-shaped dinette here. You can use it for work, for eating, well, not much entertaining. I like the galley. I mean, there's not a whole lot of counter space, but they thought of, I mean, everything here. There's even a spot for your garbage can. And this one is 5850 dry, so I imagine probably around 7,000 fully loaded. They don't give you a GVWR here. I like the aesthetics. I mean, I think it is beautiful. I would probably remove that TV and make this like into a coffee bar and the prep area to cook. And yeah, you have nice drawers, nice storage. That's very nice pantry storage down there. Up here, this is not storage. This is your electric controls and the battery disconnect and whatnot. Beautiful blue accents. And here we have the, again, 12-volt fridge. This seems to be like the standard, and kind of like the standard size for a rig of the size that we want. And this is, as I said, this is 1 foot longer than we're thinking. I mean, a lot of state and RV parks and national parks, 25 is kind of like the sweet spot, right? Let's walk here into it's a split bathroom, which Ile pointed something out to me that I hadn't noticed before. But this is very nice. You have to quote our friend Matt, you have a prime pooping position here with a view. It's a tiny sink, but there's nice storage, a nice mirror here, even a place to put your toilet paper. And then on the other side, that's where you would have the shower. The thing with the shower is an enclosed shower here. I mean, beautiful lighting. You even have like a little bench so you can see it. But you know, I mean, you can hang some stuff there. I guess in order to get to your towel, you would have to have it hanging somewhere out here. You know, you have it like a towel holder. By the way, just as I usually do, I am 5'10", and yeah, there's plenty of room even if you go up. By the way, I wish they would have put like a fantastic fan and not the cheap vent there, but that's easily replaceable. And then here in the back, we have a beautiful walk-around queen bed. I would imagine that's a full-size queen, I'm sure. And I don't know if there's storage down there, but yeah, I love all the windows that they have. And oh, this is not a this is like for coats, whatnot. And back here, I'm sure, by the way, huge emergency exit. Of course, nowadays you would have USBs and power. I do believe they do have an inverter or an inverter option for this unit, but yeah, and I don't have any real-time information about like tank sizes or anything like that. They don't give you a whole lot here, but yeah. Okay, as far as storage, there's a little bit of here. That's the, you know, and it's also the problem like with Airstream, right? You don't get a lot of outside storage. You have that small one there. And then this, you have an outside kitchen, which I kind of like having, but I would probably rather have the storage space instead of the outside kitchen. And then here, on this other side, you have another little bit of storage. Which is not very deep, but it's totally adequate. And okay, you have a place to put your stinky slinky. There you have yeah, and this is your sewer outlet here with your two, yeah, they're on a cable. The two sewer valves are on a cable system, which is not optimal, but I love the aluminum frame. There are many things to love about this RV. I'm sure in here is like the propane tanks. But, I mean, we are at the largest RV show in the USA, so there are so many options. I would like to thank our longtime sponsor, Surfshark VPN, for their continued support and for sponsoring this video. And it is at a place like this, you know, crowded, where cell phone signal might be sketchy, where you might have to connect to that potentially insecure Wi-Fi network. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and that's what it does. It creates a secure connection between your devices, for your eyes only, by the way, between your devices and the internet. And that's only its primary function. It also has this function that you can change your location virtually, and they have servers all over the world. And let's say there's some content that is only available at a certain part of the world, or maybe you're traveling overseas, and this content is only available back home. With a click of a button and scroll down a list, you can be virtually anywhere you want in the world, and that's really cool. It has an incognito search for your eyes only, and many other features. Just check them out. Go to surfshark.com/myrv, and there will be a great special deal for you guys. Okay, this is another option. I mean, we have to keep our options open here. This is a Catalina. I'll tell you the model number real quick. This is a no-slide model as well. Looks like it comes solar, with a solar prep at least. Today is industry day, so there's not a whole lot of information on any of this. So we're just kind of going blind to see what's out there, what floor plans they have. And this one is a dual axle, no slide, the 221 Epic with the Summit series. It's a very nice walk-around bed here in the front, storage underneath, and you know, closets on each side, storage back there behind the closet, USBs, power outlets, emergency exit. There's a curtain if you want some privacy back here in the bedroom, which is very nice to have. And stepping here, we have the bathroom. Yeah, it's a Thetford plastic toilet. I mean, this is not like the highest quality construction unit, but it could work for what we need, right? I'm gonna look up more information about tanks and whatnot. Again, yeah, the shower is good. It's a decent size shower. I mean, elbow room is not bad. Mirror, I would like to see a longer mirror for the vertically challenged. And yeah, it is what it is. But it's an example of a floor plan that would work for what we want. Yeah, none of these are premium materials, but you have a little bit of prep room here. There's some room down here. If they didn't have that shelf, well, we could put a garbage can there. 3-burner, propane. This is a convection microwave up here. We have a little more prep room here, and perhaps a coffee machine place. Here you could probably put a slim garbage can, and then you have a pretty nice size dinette back here. Pretty nice sofa in front of a location for your TV, which is perfect up there. And look at this picture window here in the back. That's quite nice. So yeah, this is one that if we could overlook the construction issues. I mean, yeah, the refrigerator. I don't know how to open this one. It's probably, well, I was opening on the wrong side. But yeah, standard, you know, nowadays they all come with a standard 12-volt refrigerator, some bigger, some smaller. This one is actually very nice. You can fit a lot of frozen pizzas in that freezer there. And ducted AC, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And this is something that maybe, you know, it won't last 20 years, but I wouldn't mind towing this. I think it's like 4,000, and I don't know exactly how many pounds. Probably around 6,000 pounds. I don't know. More research shall go into this, and as I mentioned, today's, and actually I don't mind the look of it all that much. It's industry day, so there's not a whole lot of information on any of this, but this one I like. Here we are on the other side, and that's where the sewer connection is. It's very high, actually. I like it when you can get some gravity going. I mean, there's a lot of exposed pipe there, so this would not be not even a 3-season trailer. But anyway, it's a possibility. Okay, here we go. Actual length is 25-11 inches, which is on the long-ish side for us. Exterior height 11 feet, that's pretty tall. Dry weight 4627. GVWR is 6127. That's not bad. So and the tanks are 44, 40, and 30. Yeah, that's decent. I mean, at this size, I would expect a little larger tanks, but yeah, this is definitely a possibility. All right, we continue roaming the Hershey RV Show. Let's see if we find what we're looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Oh, this is the Envision by Gulfstream. The storage is closed, so we're not gonna be able to see it, but let's see inside. This is the 22 UDL. This is just a tad over 25 feet long. In the bedroom, nice queen bed with nice wardrobe on both sides. Nice shelf up here with a big lip, so nothing will. I mean, it's a walk-around bed if you're on the slimmer side, but anyway, here's the galley. Lots of counter space. I love that. We have convection microwave down there by Greystone, 3-burner cooktop, and by the way, this one is the UDL. We have 47 gallons of fresh, which is pretty good. It's 25 and 5 inches. Pretty nice sink. I mean, this is not exactly a high-end trailer as far as construction, but it's totally doable. Down here we have some storage, some on the small side drawers. This could possibly work for a trash can. And then a U-shaped dinette here with I'm glad that a lot of RV manufacturers are doing these huge windows. Especially, you know, you back into, usually either your campsite or your rear is usually the best view of your in your campsite. So here we have pantry, not the deepest. And then you have the Furion refrigerator. This one is a little smaller than the other ones we've seen, but again, totally doable. It seems to have solar. And then that's a porcelain toilet right there. Absolutely. And we have decent storage here in the bathroom. Mirror there. And the shower. I don't like the shower curtain necessarily, but as far as shower curtains go, this one is not that bad. It's just, and it's kind of like a bathtub that you have to step on. But anyway, let's do the height test. And as you know, 5'10". Oh yeah. And this one you could be way over 6 feet tall and you would still fit in here. And elbow room is fine. It's fine. Totally doable. I mean, this is one that was completely off our radar, and it's a contender. Yeah, solid steps have to go. Some really good deals to be had here at the Hershey RV Show. Check this out, $8,999. Well, here we have the Jayco JayFlight SLX 210 QB. Let's check it out. Show price $22,000. Here in the front we have a queen bed and the 2 closets with a mirror. I mean, it is a very simple design. As you can see, we have a power outlets on both sides, but I don't see any USBs, which could be a negative. Simple switches. Apparently it's wired for solar, so you can do that. We have a Coleman Mac air conditioner with a thermostat. And here, let's check out the back here. Well, here we have a power outlet and USB. Not a whole lot of counter space, but there's a little bit of counter space here where you could put like a coffee machine next to the power outlet. Nice sink, 3-burner. We have a propane oven, which you don't get to see those as much anymore. And here in the back, this is what I like. You have a dinette area to eat and work, and a sofa to relax, and potentially you could put a TV here, or maybe even a projector right over here. Have storage up here, plenty of storage, and down here too, and it is large garbage can approved. Here, like, is for cutlery. Another drawer. They're not very deep, as you can see. This one is not very deep, of course, because of the sink, but I imagine the bottom one is deeper for pots and pans and whatnot. I mean, this is a simple trailer. We don't have soft close or any of that. Here, of course, is your standard refrigerator, very large. A 12-volt fridge. And finally, let's take a look at the bathroom real quick. And as you would expect, yeah, it's a plastic Dometic, but here we have quite a, I mean, it feels kind of premium. Some storage down there. Our medicine cabinet up here, and then the shower. Let's do the shower test really quick. See how I look in here. How do I look? I look great. Plenty of headroom. Pretty good elbow room. Again, it's a little narrow, but totally doable. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it is that kind of shower that feels flimsy, but you know, that's what you get at this price point. Ducted AC too, not the quietest, but it's not bad. I like it. I have the Lens 2075, no slides, rear dinette. Nice European style windows and storage up here. I mean, these are very well built, very good quality, but my favorite thing might be the wine rack. Of course, if you put anything up here, which you might be tempted to, it could be a challenge to get into the wine rack. And we have some, you know, surface to put stuff. And then here in the back, unfortunately, there's no, I mean, you could put a small trash basket there. Here we have like some pantry space. Premium material, that's the great thing. Round sink, not a whole lot of prep room here, but a little bit. You could put a coffee machine, 3-burner. Here we have propane oven. and a regular microwave. I think someone was hitting something up there. We have a small TV that swivels, of course, and the bathroom, very nice sink, a little bit of room here. We have, of course, porcelain toilet. Let's do the shower test here real quick. And yeah, not bad. As you know, I'm 5'10". And let me show you the bedroom real quick. Oh, here we have a refrigerator, really big, and down here is the pull-out freezer. So that's pretty cool. Those are not very common in RVs. And then you have a full queen bed here. Apparently comes prepped for Starlink, another small TV here. A huge European style window. I mean, you have windows everywhere. And this, yeah, large drawers. And here we have a fantastic vent here in the bedroom. And then in the front you have a huge skylight. So that's the front skylight there. And then down here you have storage.
You like it?
It's not, it doesn't go all the way through, but you have this, I don't know exactly how this works, but you can pull it out.
Did you check?
Comes with not one or two, but 3 propane tanks. Service side, we have your black tank flush, your water fill, cable, power, tiny storage. Well, not so tiny, small storage. And let's see. Yeah, we have a gray valve here. And a black valve over here. That is definitely a deal breaker. Yeah, why would you do 2 separate valves for gray and black? That's a deal breaker right there. Nice outdoor kitchen too. Okay, so I guess we're not doing this one. Of course, this time around at the RV show, I'm kind of being selfish. We're looking for what we want and what we're looking for, and we're probably not gonna tour many more RVs than that. So I apologize for that. But it's for the first time in like 10 years, this is gonna be my RV show, the one that I am actually in the market to buy something. Here we go, we found it, our pod. And this is not exactly the floor plan that we want, but our friend Kevin wanted for us to take a look at this one, so let's check it out. We have a water heater here in the back, outside kitchen, not really, it's just a rack where you could put your griddle, a shelf, maybe there's like a modular thing that you can do. But yeah, we like this one because no slide, it's 25 feet. We have that nice acrylic window in the front and both wardrobes on each side. And then there's even like a little bit of storage back there where you could put your phone, you know, things that you want to reach from the bed. There's storage underneath the bed, and they provide these bins. And I believe you could lift this and get a little more storage back there. Whoops, that's very nice. We have USBs and power plugs on both sides. And then this is a pocket door for some privacy here in the bedroom. It's actually, let me switch to a wider angle. And that's the bedroom right there. And then going around, this is the rear of this floor plan. And this is the main thing in this one. You have this bar. It could even double as a desk. It's just a little small for 2 people to work with 2 monitors at the same time. But actually, I like the fact that you could be looking outside while sitting down there, you know, having a meal. And I believe this opens up, so like a food truck. So you could like have the fresh air from the outside. Here we have a smart TV, the smart TV. And then on this side, right in front of your smart TV, where it should be, you have this sofa with these removable tables. Could come in handy for drinks. Actually, there's a cup holder on each side, and then you can remove the tables or leave them on if you want to eat while you are watching TV. Lots of counter space here. Yeah, I mean it's not the most premium material, but it's fine. And we have a circular sink here. We have the sink cover, very handy for that. And then, because usually there's nowhere to put the sink cover, which could double as a cutting board. We have storage up here, storage everywhere up there, and then down here you would think I would actually prefer to remove that shelf and have this as a huge storage for a nice large garbage can. Here's the bathroom again. Plastic toilet, which is not the end of the world. That's easily replaceable, as I've learned. Lots of space here. Could be linen, could be pantry, whatever, you know, to your heart's content. Nice sink here. Nice mirror. Let's check out the shower. As you know, I'm 5'10", and I mean, it's fine this way, but coming this way is kind of like on the narrow side. But again, height-wise, even if you're 6, if you're taller than 6, I don't know. Have a nice fan, premium fan. I'm glad they did that. 12-volt refrigerators. These are kind of very similar. It almost feels like generic, you know, different brands, but they're about the same size. And here we have pantry, huge pantry. So that back there could be used for linens and whatnot, and this could be pantry. Ducted AC. Now let's see the one that we were looking at that we kind of liked for us, because this, for what we want to do with dinette, might be more practical. Although, let's see. Let's see the storage here. I like these new types of hinges. Yeah, it's decently large, and I like the fact that it's very tall to the ground. It has the BAL. I'm not crazy about the gold wheels, but it has a good suspension there. Let's see the 205. I believe the 205 must be this one. Now, this one has a slide, so the 205 must be, yeah, this is it. Let's check it out. This is it. This is the one that has been on the very short list of things that we like as far as the floor plan. Pretty large storage. We probably would lose half of this if we're gonna put like lithium batteries and inverter and all that. This one also has the rack out here. For your griddle, for a table. I like it. I like the fact that you have that option out here. Let's step inside, because let me tell you something. I love this bedroom with the queen bed, and there's a sliding door here, a pocket door, so this bedroom would become a private if you have company, or you know, you just want to close it off. There's an area back there to put more storage. There's a power plug. And here in the front we have USBs and power plugs. Nice closet with light. Very important. And that's a European style acrylic window there in the front that I really like. Emergency exit here. Another regular window here. Lots of windows here on this RV. And take a look at this. This is 25 feet in length, no slide. I mean, it kind of looks like this is on a slide out, but it's not. This is the actual width of the trailer. Here we have a sofa with the 2 tables. They're removable, but if you remove them, you still have a cup holder there. Here we have a small dinette, but I think it's totally workable for us. If this was like the one that we're gonna get, this dinette is obviously too small for 2 people to work with 2 monitors. By the way, the TV, not the best position, but then again, we don't really watch that much TV. Okay, what I would do with this dinette, you know, it's one thing that I like is this huge window. So Ili and I, usually each one of us is looking at a different part of the landscape, because the window is this tiny thing in the middle. here we could both be looking at the same things, you know, and as you do, people watching in the campground, and this is your campsite side. So I love that you have a huge window to your campsite side and not to your neighbor's sewer. So this is great. And what I would do with this table, with this dinette, it just needs to come a little, you know, just, it should be relatively easy to find you know, cut a piece of wood a little larger this way, and a little larger this way. I mean, we need to figure it out. I mean, this is a huge hallway space, so it's not like we are. Even if the table comes all the way up to here, you know, you can still walk fine. It's not like, yeah. So far, that's a plus. And there are plenty of negatives about this rig too. So here's your control center, your thermostat, all that good stuff. Here's your, I'm gonna call it generic refrigerator. Of course, it's a 12 volt, plenty of room. All these rigs seems to have, and your instructions are going to be nice and cold too. All these rigs seems to have the same refrigerator. We really love it. I mean, you can put a lot of stuff here on the top, plenty of storage. And here under the dinette too. And since it is such a narrow dinette, it's easy to get to everything, which is important too. We have a, same with the other R-port that we saw earlier, we have a central vacuum. That's your all your fuses, and the furnace is here. This is a huge pantry. I mean, more than elbow deep, and 3 shelves. Very nice. The bathroom, and yeah, I know, it's a plastic toilet, easily replaceable. And this is, I mean, it's not exactly the most premium materials, but then again, this is probably not a fortune to buy. Down here, it's very nice because you can have sometimes you don't want to, or you want to use like regular toilet paper, and you want to have a, again, I would like to see like latches that lock in place and not this. But yeah, sometimes you want to have like a small trash can there for you know, toilet paper and whatnot. Very nice, you know, they thought of, you know, places to put like your toiletries and whatnot. A lot of RVs don't have that. Here, your for your towels, a nice fan, you know, not one of those that is like a computer fan. Yeah. And the shower, you know, it's again a little narrow, going north-south, but it's plenty wide for elbow room this way. I might change that, put a better shower head. But there, 5'10", I still have plenty of room up here. And here we might be able to, I mean, you see, it's flimsy, but it's for the most part practical. And here we could put like the ones that we put on Pelicruiser. I wonder if this is normal, because this feels very, you know, I really want to like this rig, and the only thing that I don't like is that's little, you know, it's not the most premium materials. I love the detail with the light behind the mirror. You know, certain things they're getting really perfectly, and certain things, you know, like the construction quality could be a little better. Let's finally take a look at our rear galley here. And yeah, perfect. 2 burner. You hardly ever use more than 2 burners. And here we have our specs: 25 feet long, height 10.6, dry weight 46-43, hitch weight, and we have decent tanks, 40 and 30, and nice round sink here again, with the place to put your sink cover. I mean, not the best silicone work I've ever seen. And that's the thing with, you know, some of these rigs. I like the power column there. This will be great to put our coffee makers. Down there you have a microwave. I don't know if this one is air fryer as well, which is huge. So and here, you know, this would probably be my side, because here I could put all my chargers and my gear, and that will be Ely's side, and even a little more storage up here and up here. And this down here is the other thing that I will change. This shelf here, I will probably open a hole in it or get rid of, or maybe on this side, and put a nice large garbage can there. I'm sure it can be done. So yeah, that's the R-Pod right here. I mean, I'm sure this is not a rig that is gonna last 10 years, but for a little while until we find something even better, this could totally work. And I'm sure Illy's gonna love having that centralized vacuum down there. Anyway, what do you guys think? I think we've seen more or less all the options, and obviously, as far as floor plan, this is the one that we like the most, but let me know in the comments. And I think this is it for today from the, from the Hershey RV Show, America's largest RV show. And tomorrow we're gonna come back and get some pricing information and whatnot, because today the good thing is there's nobody else here, but the bad thing is, you know, it's kind of like a soft opening. As always, thank you for watching, and see you on the road. The sofa, by the way, there's a lever you pull here, and oh, not a lever, like a hook, and it's reclinable. Check it out. Well, what do you guys think? Those are only a few, I mean, the few that we could find that meet more or less our criteria. There are several, you know, copycat floor plans here and there, but that's basically it. And there are a couple other RVs that are not necessarily here at the show that we're gonna be looking at too. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments. And yeah, hopefully soon we'll be able to find a replacement for the original Mini Teeny. What should we call it? What should we call it? Mini 5? Or depending on which brand, maybe it won't be a Mini Teeny anymore. Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road today from America's largest RV show.